Welcome all. Again we will discuss about or recall about rational and irrational numbers. Rational numbers are the numbers which can be written in the form P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q not equal to 0. That is a rational number. So 2 is a rational number, 1 by 3 is a rational number, even 0 is a rational number, minus 50 is a rational number, 1.25 is a rational number, 0.2675 bar is a rational numbers. All these are rational numbers. That is, we can write or we can express all these rational numbers in the form P by Q. The decimal expansion of a rational number terminates or it will be non-terminating, repeating. Now here we will see some irrational numbers, that is pi, root 2, root 3, 7 plus root 3, 2 root 5, etc. And some other rational numbers also, 0.10100, etc. 1.325762, etc. All these numbers are irrational numbers. That is, we won't be able to express it in the form P by Q. And also, it has got, or the decimal expansion of all these will be non-terminating, non-repeating. So we know that root 2 is an irrational number. So today we will see how we can prove that this root 2, root 3, 7 plus root 3, 2 root 5, all these are irrational numbers. Here we have a question. Prove that root 2 is an irrational number. So for proving that, at first we will assume that root 2 is rational. So let us assume to the contrary that root 2 is rational. So if it is a rational, surely we can express it in the form P by Q. So then there exist two integers a and b, where a and b are co-primes. So what do you mean by this co-prime? A co-prime will have a common factor 1, or if you take two numbers and if you see that their HCF is 1, then we will say that those two numbers are co-primes. Suppose if we take 3 and 5, what are the factors of 3? 1 and 3, and 5, if you take 1 and 5. If you take the HCF of these two numbers, what will be the common factor? 1. That is, we will say that 3 and 5 are co-primes. So here we are taking two integers a and b, where a and b are co-primes. That is, they have common factor 1. So we will see how to do the sum. So we are assuming that root 2 is rational. Then root 2 can be expressed in the form a by b. From this, a is equal to cross multiply b root 2. Now after that, square both the sides. A squared is equal to 2b squared. How much is root a into root a? It is a. So root 2, when you square it, root 2 into root 2 is 2. So a squared is equal to 2b squared, which gives a divides, 2 divides a squared. Because b squared, we can write it as a squared by 2. That means 2 divides a squared, which gives 2 divides a. Now we are taking this as second equation, and a equal to b root 2, we are taking it as first equation. Now after that, let a equal to 2c for some integer c, and we have to substitute a equal to 2c in the first equation. So this becomes, instead of a, you write it as 2c. 2c equal to b root 2. After that, again square both the sides. 2c the whole squared is equal to b root 2 the whole squared. When you square it, you will get 4c squared is equal to 2b squared. You can cancel 2 and 4. So you will get 2c squared is equal to b squared. That means what? 2 divides b squared. Because here we can write c squared is equal to b squared by 2. That means 2 divides b squared and 2 divides b. That is third equation. So our second equation is 2 divides a, and our third equation is 2 divides b. So from these two equations we can understand that a and b have at least 2 as a common factor. But in the beginning we said let a and b are co-primes. So our assumption is wrong. That means root 2 is an irrational number. Here we have another question. Prove that 1 by root 2 is irrational. Here also we have to assume that let 1 by root 2 is rational. After that, there exist two integers a and b such that a and b are co-primes. That means 1 by root 2 can be written in the form a by b, since we are taking this as rational. After that, here what I did is I took the reciprocal of this. So 1 by root 2 can be written as root 2 by 1, that is root 2, which is equal to, here also we have to take, that is b by a. Actually this step you can avoid it, not required. From here itself you can directly write this step. That is cross multiply. B is equal to a root 2 or a root 2 is equal to b. Now this you have to make it as first equation. After that, how we proceeded for root 2, the same method only. Square both the sides. B squared is equal to 2a squared. Then 2 divides b squared, 2 divides b. That is the second equation. Now let b is equal to 2c, because here we got b is equal to a root 2. So we have to take b is equal to 2c for some integer c. Then we have to substitute in the first equation. You will get 2c equal to a root 2. So, squaring both the sides, you will get 2c the whole squared is equal to a root 2 the whole squared, which can be written as 4c squared is equal to 2a squared. Here also root 2 into root 2 is 2. A into a is a squared. So after cancellation you will get 2c squared is equal to a squared. That means 2 divides a squared or 2 divides a. So from 1 and 2, that is, sorry, not 1 and 2, from 2 and 3, you will get that a and b have at least 2 as a common factor. That means A and B are not co-primes. Therefore, our assumption is wrong. That means 1 by root 2 is irrational. Suppose if you want to prove root 3 is an irrational number, wherever 2 comes, there you write it as 3 and the procedure is same. In the same manner, we can prove that root 5, root 7, root 11, etc. are irrational numbers. In the same way, if we want to prove 1 by root 3 is irrational, wherever 2 comes, we have to write 3, and with the same procedure, we can prove that 1 by root 3 is irrational. That means 1 by root 3 can be written in the form a by b, cross multiplication, b is equal to a root 3, and the procedure will be the same. In the same way, we can prove that 1 by root 5, 1 by root 7, all these are irrational numbers. I hope all of you understood. Thank you.